White people. Have you ever been stopped by the cops? Has it ever played out like it did for Sandra Bland? This video just came out. Check this out. And leave your comments, ding the bell, and please subscribe to our channel. Sandra Bland. There's a, this just came out, as in just like in the last 24 hours. Sandra Bland was actually, it turns out, you know, the young woman, 28-year-old African-American from Chicago who went down to Texas for as I recall, a job interview. And a police officer pulled her over for not signaling a turn. Right? She made a turn, and she didn't turn on her turn signal. Now, there was no traffic, there was no risk, there was no endangerment, but he pulled her over, you know, presumably because she was black. And particularly for you white people out there, I would like you to listen very carefully to this. And just imagine, think of the traffic stops that you've had. I've been stopped in traffic probably 20 times in my life, and I've gotten maybe 4 or 5 tickets. And, you know, more often than not, you get a warning rather than a ticket. And in every case, the police have treated me with courtesy, and I've never been ordered out of my car. Even when I had long hair and looked like hippy-dippy, and even when on at least one occasion that I remember quite vividly when I was, you know, 19, 20 years old, the car smelled like pot. And still the cops were nice to me. And this was in Michigan, this was in New Hampshire. I don't think I ever got stopped in Vermont. I don't think I've ever been stopped here in Oregon. But anyhow, in a couple of different, and Georgia, I got stopped once in Georgia. Cops were always very nice to me. I'm a white guy. This is what happens, apparently. And again, white people out there, just put yourself in her shoes for a minute. This is what happens when you fail to signal a turn and your skin is darker than mine. You know, when you're black, when you're African American. Here it is.
Get out of the car now!
Why am I being apprehended? You trying to give me a ticket for your failure? Why am I being apprehended? You just opened my car door. You just opened my car door. So you threatening to drag me out of my own car.
Get out of the car!
And then you gonna stun me?
I will light you up. Get out!
Wow.
Now!
Wow.
Get out of the car!
For a failure to signal. You doing all of this for a failure to signal.
Get over there.
Right, yeah. Yeah, let's take this to court. Let's do it.
Go ahead.
For a failure to signal. Yep, for a failure to signal.
Get off the phone.
On my school.
Get off the phone.
I'm not on the phone. I have a right to record. This is my property. This is my property. Sir?
Put your phone down right now.
There you go. That was the end of it. 3 days later, she was dead. We got a real problem in this country. There's a story in the Washington Post today about a young man who he and some friends of his were playing inside a house with cap guns. Somebody called the police and said, burglars, armed. Cop came by, he said, drop the gun, to this 15-year-old kid who was carrying a cap gun, or a BB gun. He said, drop the gun, and in 6/100ths of a second, right, less than a second from the time he said drop the gun, he fired four bullets. Or he started firing, you know, the firing of the full firing of the 4 bullets took another second or 3. And the kid got hit twice. Now, he didn't die, but, I mean, we've got a problem here. I mean, this is crazy.